And so first I wanted to talk about what is favor and how can we use it. Beautiful, and welcome to Cultivating Inner Beauty, where we're all about loving our healthy selves from hair, skin, and nutrition, and that, my friend, starts from within. So my pastor, he's been talking a lot dealing with purpose and favor, and one of the points that he made was how charges can come against you, but God will intercede on your behalf, and that point alone really struck a chord. So first I had to look up the definition of favor, and I got several. So there was one, it talked about something granted out of goodwill, something done or something granted out of goodwill. Another definition, it said approved of. I saw another definition, it was saying liked the most. And also I seen it interchanged with the word grace as well. And when you're saved and you have that relationship with Christ, you're actually following in his path and just staying aligned to his will, then that's when the favor also comes, which is a great thing. But now, I always thought of as favor being something good. Like it is good, but I always relate it to something like something really good. Now, favor is good. God will open up doors that no man can open or shut. And you go to the doctor and it says one thing, but then God flipped it around and then the results are completely different compared to what the doctor said. That's the kind of favor that I'm talking about. Even you get promoted at your job and you're not even qualified for it, that is favor. Now, is it still favor if things don't go exactly as planned? And the short answer is yes, and I'm going to tell you. So one of my favorite stories in the Bible is about this man named Joseph, and it's actually found in the first book of Genesis. The story isn't long at all, so be sure to check that out to get the full story. But basically, his brothers were jealous of him because he had these dreams that he was going to be more successful, and they were not having it. So they threw him away, and he was basically sold into slavery. But throughout his entire life, he had a lot of favor. And one of the things that I learned about Joseph is that he had the heart of God. Like, he was really focused on pleasing him, and because his priorities were to please him, he was given a lot of favor. So even when he was in jail, he had favor. Like, there was a part of the story where the guards let Joseph take over because they could trust him, but ultimately that was just favor that was found on Joseph's life. He even had favor with the king as well. So everything that Joseph did, God blessed him with it. And yeah, you have to read the rest of the story to get the full thing, but that's some of the lessons that I learned with Joseph. And then it also brought me back to some of my experiences. That point that I told you about with what my pastor made, it made me think about some of my personal experiences. So this isn't the first time, but this is the most recent time. There was an opportunity at my job and everything lined up for me to have this opportunity. And then it didn't go as planned. And I was so confused because I could see the favor that was there with how I connected with certain people, and just I could really see the hand of God with how everything taking place, but I was not expecting that result. So what happened? So out of that experience, what happened? Well, I was actually connected to another person, which helped me to hone into my skills better. They're helping me with creating better and getting better with how I structure my work. And so this overall is helping to build my character, and it's also helping me to get better with my work ethic as well. And so even though it didn't bring the result that I wanted, it still is like a promotion in a way, because it's helping me at the end of the day with what I really want to do. And so everything is working together for my good because I am called for God's purpose. So I say all of this to say, if you've been submitting your ways to God so he can make your path straight, and you've really been seeking him first, but you're wondering how come you're not getting the results that you want, just know that it is still favor. You just have to change your perspective and look at it at a different point of view, because God is still working on your behalf. And at the end of the day, the result that you want is going to be big. It's going to be a bigger outcome than what you initially expected. So I pray that this bless you, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, beautiful.